And if you're a fan of Kearney, welcome to Kearney. Kearney is both the place and its people. The whitewashed cottages and their distinctive doors provide the stage, and the residents, its actors, their lives have breathed spirit into this remote coastal village. In the late 19th century, the Orr, Hastings, McMullen, McNabb, Cavan families held most of the Kearney townland. Interrelated through marriage and class, they established a strong social network. Kearney was booming at this time with 3 windmills, 2 for flax, 1 for corn. The school on the outskirts of the village was established in 1823, closing in 1920 when numbers fell due to immigration. In 1836, 150 people lived in Kearney, including the farmers, the labourers, who received a small amount of money and free accommodation. The transient male labourers usually lived in the lots of the small farms and brought colour and laughter to Kearney. Leisure time was spent telling yarns, throwing quoits, shoe horses, road bowls, football, and getting together in Cairlick houses. The main Cairlick house in the late 19th and early 20th century was the home of the Chumside families, now the toilet block. Kearney was home to many talented people, singers, healers and poets, including Patrick McManus. Due to the mechanisation of farming and immigration, the population of Kearney had dropped to 20 inhabitants by 1838. The breath new life into the village in 1946, Hugh Orr opened his Kearney farm, now Dunlease Estates. The Kearney Social Club and venue of concerts and dances held on alternative Friday nights. Each member of the club had 2 free entry tickets which they gave to their friends. These were most sought after by locals to dance to the sound of Hawaiian band Bob Denver. Mary Ann Doonan was the most prominent figure in Kearney's history. Born in 1841, she lived 99 years and was a woman of many talents, a midwife, flower of linen, layer out of corpses, and notably captain of the sea cruising, a fishing boat crewed entirely by women. Mary Ann's celebrity position attracted many wealthy and famous visitors. In the early 20th century, Lord and Lady Londonderry of Mount Stuart brought Spanish princesses and Irish painters, Sir John Lavery and Charles Edmund Brock, to see Mary Ann, both painting her. Mary Ann's storytelling was kept alive with folklore including Colonius House. The ship of Colonius left Liverpool bound to her maiden city of Quebec in 1861. She was knocked off course onto Cannon Rock. All 28 crew were drowned. Mary Ann's tale, the late tale that a Kearney man looted the wreck, was found gold sovereigns. Villagers found him on the first through rumours, later confirmed when he was renovating his house and put slates on his ill-gotten new wealth. The locals named it the Colonius House. McCulloch, the lighthouse keeper, the South Rock lighthouse keeper, was a son aged 12, where boys first ever trip to the mainland and visited their fair in Portaferry. The boy was intrigued by everything he saw and kept asking questions. The father, having promised him a present, asked whether he had decided. Earlier the boy had seen two girls with his father and teasingly called goats. The boy said, "There was just yin thing da, I'd like you to buy me yin of them goats." The turbulent sea, a history of shipwrecks and wreckers. The sea always had a source of food in addition to many shipwrecks in the 18th and 19th centuries, providing locals with a source of plunder. The Irish Sea, just hold on 1 second. The Irish Sea was a busy trading route from Western Europe to Belfast and Portaferry, with ships laden with cargoes of coal, hardware, textiles and tea. The often treacherous weather conditions resulted in many vessels being lost on the jutting rocks around Kearney. The locals wasted no time in scavenging the wrecks. To prevent further catastrophe, the loss of goods, the Belfast Chamber of Commerce petitioned the Irish government to construct a lighthouse on the south rock of the lighthouse, and was designed and built by Thomas Rogers in 1797. This is the oldest remaining rock lighthouse in Ireland. However, as shipwrecks continued and light ships were positioned in 1877 further offshore and more effective location, both can still be seen today. Locals deliberately lured vessels onto the rocks by using lanterns to shore to confuse navigators. The shipwreckers were then free to plunder the cargo. Stricter policing of the coastal by lifeboats stopped the practice. The nearest lifeboat to Kearney was a Clockey, whose first boat, Faith, was introduced in 1855. The bravery of its crews saved many sailors and cargoes. The wreck of the Wolf of the 30th of December 1748 resulted in the greatest loss of life. Captain Weshell and 90 of his crew were drowned. The crew were buried at sea in Slane's graveyard close to Clockey. So there you are. Kearney has a rich environment. Kearney is rich in both marine, land-based wildlife, shore rocks and grassland. All provide a natural environment. Look out for the yellow-horned horn poppy, the common scurvy grass, sea aster, sea beet, gannets. Gannets are mainly seen in summer because they spend the rest of the year at sea. The gannet flies from Inlet's a Craig off Ayrshire coast, where they are a large breeding colony. They plunge dive for fish from 25 metres, terns sometimes called the swallow of the sea, are summer breeding visitors from Africa and Antarctic. They plunge dive for food, mainly sea eel, and may be seen in flying back to nesting sites with these in their bills. Oyster catchers are seen all year round. They feed mainly on cockles and mussels using their bill to prise or hammer open the shells. Cormorants may be seen all year, often standing with wings outstretched to dry after surface diving for fish. Some migrate to Spain and Portugal in the winter. Grey seals like the tougher exposed sites which Kearney offers. Seals are efficient swimmers and are capable of staying down for up to half an hour under the water. The grey seal has a flatter head and long Roman nose with parallel nostrils, distinguishes it from the common seal. So, that's what it's like in Kearney. And this is the room where locals would have came and told tales in the 18th and 19th century. So I hope you enjoyed this video. Don't forget to like, subscribe, any comments, leave them down below, and I'll see you in the next one. This is Colin Burnside saying goodbye from Kearney.